Have you noticed something a little off lately when you're online? The comment sections feel way too repetitive. Your social media feed is suddenly flooded with these bizarre, slightly uncanny images. And those search results you rely on, they're suddenly spitting out these instantaneous, synthesized answers instead of actually sending you to a real website. Look, it begs a highly unsettling question. Are you the only human left online? Now, I know that sounds like the plot of some dystopian sci-fi movie, but as we're going to see in this explainer, the data strongly suggests your digital reality is literally fracturing. Welcome to our deep dive into the dead internet theory and exactly how AI conquered the web. So back in the mid-2010s, this whole concept started as a pretty paranoid, fringe conspiracy theory on message boards like 4chan and WizardChan. The core idea was that the internet actually died around 2016, and everything you see, every post, every like, every interaction, is just a simulation run by government actors and artificial intelligence. Back then, people completely laughed it off, but here is the terrifying part. Those conspiracy theorists, they were accidentally predicting the future. Because thanks to the explosive rollout of generative AI, what was once just a fringe myth has morphed into a heavily documented empirical reality. The machines have fundamentally taken over the network. To really grasp the sheer scale of this takeover, we have to look at the network telemetry. Section 1, the shocking fact. 53% of the web is now machine. The math behind this is absolutely staggering. This data comes straight from the 2026 Imperva Bad Bot Report, which is this massive cybersecurity study tracking global web traffic. Right now, 53% of all internet traffic is automated. Let that sink in. Human beings are officially the minority on the open web. We're at just 47%, and that number is steadily falling. And this isn't some short-term glitch or a temporary spike, it's a permanent structural shift. In just a single year, daily AI-driven bot attacks surged from 2 million to 25 million. We are genuinely no longer the primary species in the digital ecosystem. We are sharing our infrastructure with millions of autonomous agents. Okay, so what does this structural shift actually look like in practice? Well, it leads to the incredibly bizarre reality of AI to AI interaction. I mean, have you scrolled through Facebook recently and seen those weird AI-generated images of Jesus made out of shrimp, and they somehow rack up hundreds of thousands of likes? Listen, those aren't human likes. Those are AI bots generating content strictly to be liked and commented on by other AI bots, all to game the algorithm. Or look at Moltbook. It's an entire social network populated exclusively by 1.5 million AI agents. We even have tech giants like Meta openly experimenting with autonomous AI profiles just to keep their engagement numbers artificially inflated. It is literally an empty room where the robots are just talking to each other. And look, this isn't just cybersecurity panic. The very architects of this technology are seeing it happen in real time. Take a look at this quote from Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, the exact company that built ChatGPT. He openly admits, "I never took the dead internet theory seriously, but it seems like there are now really a lot of Twitter accounts run by LLMs." When the people actively building the AI are looking at the internet and struggling to find the humans, you know for a fact we have crossed a fundamental threshold. But what actually happens when the humans disappear? Well, the entire financial foundation of the web begins to collapse. Which brings us to Section 2, the economic crash and the ad tech bubble. You just have to compare the old web economy with the new web economy to see the problem. The old model was simple, right? It was symbiotic. Publishers made great content, humans searched for it, humans clicked an ad, and brands made money. But in the new web economy, brands are literally pouring billions of dollars into programmatic advertising, only to have their ads viewed by bots, placed next to AI-generated content, and then clicked by other bots. It is a massive ad tech bubble. Advertisers are paying millions for fake views in this closed-loop algorithmic echo chamber. And for the independent publishers who actually rely on real human eyeballs to survive, they are facing an extinction-level event. Which brings us to this absolutely devastating statistic, 93%. According to recent data tracking Google's AI mode, which was launched to synthesize search results directly on the page, 93% of searches now end without a single click to an external website. It's being called the zero-click reality. So let's look at how this zero-click reality builds into an industry-wide catastrophe. The organic traffic collapse for major publishers is just devastating. DMG Media saw their informational search traffic drop by 89%. HubSpot, which is an absolute giant in B2B marketing, lost 80%.
Chegg dropped 49%. What's happening is the AI is reading the open web, summarizing it, and just serving it directly to the user. So the AI completely starves the human creators of traffic and revenue, while the tech giants just consolidate their monopoly on our attention. It is a total economic decoupling.
Now you might be thinking, well, hey, if the AI handles everything, isn't that just more efficient? Actually, no. Absolutely not. Let's look at the immense physical toll this takes in Section 3, the hardware angle, and the rise of synthetic slop. A staggering 58%. A recent study from the Stanford Internet Observatory analyzed billions of web pages and found that 58% of all newly published content on the internet displays the hallmarks of low-quality AI generation. The web is quite literally choking on synthetic slop. We currently have automated content farms pumping out 94,000 AI articles a day, every single day, just flooding the network with digital garbage. And under the hood, this creates a completely absurd machine-to-machine waste cycle. Here is how it works. Step 1, AI content farms generate infinite synthetic slop. Step 2, millions of AI fetcher bots and crawlers endlessly scrape and read that exact same slop. Step 3, tech giants are forced to spend billions of dollars building massive physical data centers, consuming immense amounts of electricity and water just to index and process the slop created by other machines. It is a multi-billion-dollar loop of complete and utter friction. And the infrastructure simply cannot handle it. To cope with a massive 312% increase in AI-generated spam, Google had to take some really drastic measures. They essentially scrapped pages 11 through 100 from their search results entirely. They just truncated the index. And in doing so, they effectively de-indexed millions of older, human-made blogs, local sites, and forums. All those rich archives of human creativity and early internet history, they're basically being hidden away behind an impenetrable wall of AI noise. So where does this leave us right now? Well, we're entering an entirely new paradigm. Section 4, the post-human web. Tracing the history of this shift reveals exactly how we got here. Back in 2013, human dominance was absolute, right? The web was this chaotic place, but authentic discourse thrived. By 2016, the sheer volume of early algorithmic curation sparked the dead internet theory as this paranoid subcultural myth. But the real turning point hit in 2024, when cybersecurity telemetry definitively proved that automated bot traffic officially surpassed human traffic. And now, here in 2026, generative AI has effectively completed the post-human web infrastructure. So, that early conspiracy theory? It wasn't a myth at all. It was a prophecy that basically fulfilled itself. Academics are already trying to process the gravity of this shift. Listen to this profound quote from researcher Thomas Summerer when he was discussing those bizarre Facebook AI images. He says, just as Jesus was supposedly the messenger for God, Shrimp Jesus is the messenger for the fatal system we've maneuvered ourselves into, decoupled, proliferated, and in a state of exponential metastasis. The internet is no longer a tool designed for human connection. It's become a decoupled system, growing infinitely outward and talking entirely to itself. Which leaves us with one final, undeniable question. Think about everything we've looked at today in this explainer. If the bots are writing the content, and the bots are reading the content, and the bots are clicking the advertisements that fund the content, what exactly is your place in the digital ecosystem? Are you still a user, or are you just a spectator staring into a machine that left you behind years ago? Just something to think about the next time you go to leave a comment online.